Good afternoon, ladies. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Hi, the name is Eric. And this video is called all about Schluter helmets made during World War II in St. Louis, Missouri. And these are a cool piece of American history, but they're also a cool piece of Missouri state history. Because I mentioned before, these were made in St. Louis, Missouri, and there are 4 Schluter helmets here. 2 fixed bail, means the chin strap loop was spot welded to the helmet shell itself, and 2 swivel bail helmets. The only difference between them two is one has a helmet seam brim that meets in the back of the helmet, and one has a helmet seam rim that's spot welded in the front. And the one medic helmet on the end is a McCord helmet made in Michigan by McCord Radiator Company. And now on to the first segment of my video, fixed bail helmets and why some have lot numbers and S stamps and why some don't, and how I tell the two apart. Now on to the video. Well, what we have here is a pair of Schluter helmets made in St. Louis, Missouri during World War II, and these are what's called fixed bail. Means the chin strap loop is welded to the helmet shell itself. Only difference between these two outside the paint scheme is one has an S stamp and a lot number, and one doesn't. In fact, I'm going to show you that now. Here we go. Turn the first helmet over. See, he's got an S stamp. Now turn around. And the chin strap loop is spot weld. That's how you know it's early World War II. There's the S stamp. Chin strap loop. Now on over to his friend here. See the same story. See, no lot number, no S stamp, but yet his chin strap loop is spot welded. No lot number or S stamp, welded chin strap loop. And his friend here's got an S stamp and a welded chin strap loop. And now, turn the phone around. Got to look at the map for a second, folks. Just bear with me. As far as why these helmets, one helmet has a lot number and an S stamp, and one doesn't. It depends on who you ask. Some collectors and restorers will say it's a manufacturer's defect, while some will say it was a rush into production. It was rush production to get these out to the troops in the field quickly as possible before Schluter made the decision to distinguish their product from McCord by putting an S stamp on it. But either way, some early World War II Schluter helmets that are fixed bail do not have S stamps on them. So keep in mind, folks, if you go to an antique store or eBay and you see a helmet and ain't got an S stamp on it and fixed bail or any kind of marking on it, it just might be a Schluter. Just keep that in mind. Now on to the next segment of the video. Swivel bail helmets, front and rear seam Schluter. Well, what we have here is a pair of Schluter helmets made in St. Louis, Missouri during World War II. The only difference between the two steel helmet shells is one is a rear seam, means the manganese steel rim is spot welded in the back, also known as the rear of the helmet, and one is spot welded in the front. And I will show you the difference by turning the helmets upside down so you can get a good look at them. Here we go. There's one upside down. Now the other one. As you can see, this guy is spot welded in the rear. And this guy here, if you see him, spot welded in the front with S stamp. I'll turn this cat around so you can see the S stamp better. There's the S stamp. As you can see, he is spot welded in the rear. And his friend right here, get back over here. You see this cat here, he is spot welded in the front for his steel brim. As you can see, turn the phone like that. You can see right here, that is a rear seam right there. And that is a front seam for this guy. As you can see, one is the front seam helmet and one is the rear. Before I roll away, I'm going to set these guys right side up. So if you see a rear seam helmet made by Schluter, it was definitely one of the last ones made, because they were only made from 1944 to 1945, when World War II ended with Japan, when Nagasaki and Hiroshima were bombed in August of 45. But that is how you could tell. This is how you could tell a rear seam Schluter helmet from a front seam, looking at the bottom. And now to the next segment of this video. How to tell a Schluter helmet from a McCord radiator helmet. Well, what we have here is the final segment of all about Schluter helmets. And this segment is called How to Tell a McCord Radiator Helmet from a Schluter Helmet. And as you can see from the front of these two helmets, I'll get close to them. This has got more of a dip to him. The front end curves down more, and this one has more of a flat shape. That's one obvious difference between a Schluter helmet and a McCord. I'm going to turn these two sideways so you can get a side view of them. See how flat that one sits? See how high up this one sits? Because McCord has more of a scoop shape in the front than a Schluter does. And I'm going to turn these guys upside down. First I'm going to put a couple chocks under them so they can't roll away from me. Get back up there, you. As you can see, it's kind of the hand. See much more of a scoop shape that one's got? See more of a flat side profile that's got? That is one difference, is McCord's got more of a scoop to it than a Schluter helmet does. But you can better see it if I turn the helmets around front first. You can see they're different shapes. This is the Schluter helmet right over here. This is McCord right here. And I'm going to turn them around for you so you can get a look at them from the back. See, folks, a lot of traffic going on in my neighborhood, so bear with me. But you can see the different shapes. They're slight, but there's a different shape to them. But as you can see, one has more of a, their back looks the same, but where the real difference is up front. And now I'm going to turn these back up, right side up again, and hope this visual comparison helps you when you go to eBay or an antique store or Etsy or some other site to buy a World War II helmet. And I hope this helps you be able to identify a McCord from a Schluter helmet. A Schluter helmet. This is Eric signing out, and this is the final segment of this video. So please keep your comments respectful, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what you see.